from the headwaters to the river mouth, from the main stream to its tributaries. He has been carrying out field trips of the Yellow River almost every year since 1997.
I don't know. Maybe I was born to connect with the river.
From its geology to its history, from the locals' livelihood to their culture, and from environmental challenges to wildlife protection, he explores along the Yellow River and pushes for its protection. He is Huang Chengde, an old friend to many folks who live along the river.
Crazy guy. He keeps doing it even with such a bad back problem.
He's stubborn, but he has my respect.
In this episode, we introduce to you Huang Chengde, who has been recording the changes to the Yellow River for over 2 decades and contributing to its conservation. Stay tuned for the last episode of our 12-part series, The Yellow River Mosaic, Pilgrimage of a Veteran Journalist.
August the 6th, 2021. At Karzhu, a headwater of the Yellow River in southern Bayanhar Mountains at Qinghai Xizang Plateau. It was Huang Chengde who inspired me to travel along the Yellow River. Departing from his hometown in southwest China's Guizhou province, the 67-year-old veteran journalist travels north to the Yellow River every year. Over the past 25 years, he has repeatedly traveled the entire river system and contributed to its protection in his own way. I joined him both at the headwaters and the middle reaches in 2021 and once again in early 2024. Crossing shallow lakes, marshlands and grasslands, our car was running on a pair of tire tracks in the middle of nowhere. It was about 4,800 meters above sea level, deep in the Bayanhar Mountains. Huang Chengde, who was at the wheel, was looking for a monument at Karzhu, one of the 3 headwaters of the Yellow River. He stopped the car, and before I could realize what was happening, Huang had knelt down and bowed to a stele with the Chinese characters Karzhu engraved on it.
It's our mother river. I want to pay my respects.
It was his second visit to the headwaters of the Yellow River in 12 months.
I travel along the river almost every year. While I can't claim to have stepped on each and every inch of the river system, I believe I could safely say about 80% of it, including each of the riverbends, the 4 lakes, and the 30 canyons along the river. I traveled more in recent years because the government has been pushing ahead legislation to enhance protection of the river. I'd like to offer some down-to-earth advice.
Huang Chengde made his first trip to the Yellow River's source region in the winter of 1997 on a motorcycle. Snow submerged half of the wheels, he recalls.
It was mainly gravel road at that time. I rode for 2 days from Xining to get there.
On this trip with us, Huang was driving his 4th SUV after wearing out 3 others and 9 motorcycles as a result of his arduous Yellow River trips.
I called
for Yellow River protection in the 1990s when little attention was paid to its environment deterioration. Now people have realized its importance and are taking actions. I make follow-up trips to see if there's more I can do.
Wearing a photographer vest, blue jeans and sneakers, Huang Chengde walked along the river holding a camera in his right hand. He used his left hand to support his back, which suffers from chronic back pain. As he talked to us, his eyes kept searching for things worthy of note. He moved fast and clicked the shutter quickly when he spotted a target. He has taken millions of pictures over the years, revealing changes in the river landscapes.
I've taken a number of photos today to call on people to act on climate change. The permafrost here is thawing due to global warming. Whatever the locals do to address the problem is not enough. It takes the whole world to tackle climate change collectively.
Now, we were about 100 kilometers away from the headwaters. In front of us were hills that looked like terraced fields. Grass grew on layers upon layers of collapsed soil.
The thawing of the permafrost leads to a decline in groundwater levels. It could trigger secondary disasters such as grassland degradation and even desertification. This is the big concern of most of the herdsmen I met. Now I have one more thing to worry about, because I found cracks developing in some houses near the headwaters due to permafrost thawing.
The local geological research department had checked those houses before.
Wan Tielian, head of Maduo town at the headwaters, said geologic hazard had been ruled out.
It's global warming. The frozen wetland on the ground has begun to melt, and that causes the walls to crack.
Huang Chengde cares about everything related to the Yellow River. Normally, when traveling alone, he takes the wild animals as his companions.
But last year, when I came here with my son, I saw few wild animals like the kians. I used to see them in large flocks and would talk to them. I asked again and again, "Where are you? Where have you gone?" But they were nowhere to be seen.
Huang Chengde shed a tear in front of his son because he didn't spot his wild animal buddies. This time, he couldn't hold his excitement when he came across vast patches of land under solar panels. He believes the renewable energy project is needed for sustainable development of the Yellow River Basin.
Crazy guy. He keeps traveling along the river even with his back problem. But traveling has indeed broadened Huang's perspectives of the world. Talking to him inspires me a lot.
Huang has made a lot of friends along the river, including Zhang Xufeng, a painter at Chico in the middle reach of the river, where we joined Huang Chengde again 2 months later. Leaning on the driver's seat, Huang Chengde dozed off by the roadside. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Are you awake, sir?
Yep, was a bit tired. Resting for even about 10 minutes can help avoid fatigue driving. Let's go.
We continued our journey and headed to an ancient castle in Lao Niuan village, where the river flows into Shanxi province at its middle reach. It's where the Yellow River meets the Great Wall.
This is a real treasure.
Saying that, he pressed his cheek and then his ear against the wall of a military fortress built some 500 years ago.
That's cheek kissing. I listened to its history in honor of the garrison soldiers defending it hundreds of years ago.
Each time Huang Chengde travels by the river, he manages to explore the castle and parts of the Great Wall built in different historical periods, and the cultural relics of different ethnic groups.
They are heritages from our ancestors. Now it's our turn to protect them well so they can be passed down to future generations.
Huang tried to explain why he is so attached to the Yellow River, or Huanghe in Chinese.
How should I put it? I don't know. Maybe I was born to connect with the river. My family name is Huang, the same as the name of the river. I also picked Huanghe as my son's name.
Huanghe, or the Yellow River, got its name from the large amount of yellow-brown silt it carries in the middle reaches as it flows through the lowest plateau.
The Chinese people have tried to harness the Yellow River for thousands of years. Making sure that it doesn't impose danger has always mattered a lot to the country. The more you explore the river, the deeper you would fall in love with it.
Huang added that he's been touched the most by the people who live by the river. Those people love him back.
I bring him pancakes in case he's not able to eat on time. He works a lot in the wild, you know.
Huang cares a lot about the vulnerable.
It's lucky to have a mentor like him in my career.
He's like a beacon of light in protecting the environment and improving public welfare.
黑山峡我跑了很多次，在这个调查的这个期间呢，在做这个两岸的这个地形。
On his trip to the headwaters once again, Huang Chengde attended a seminar to discuss a dam project at the upper reach of the Yellow River. Over the past 2.5 decades, he has participated in a number of projects along the Yellow River. He's provided first-hand information to the authorities and played a role in promoting pest and sand control, desertification prevention, mine rehabilitation, and cultural relic protection along the river. He would always revisit the places where he had found something wrong to see if those issues have been addressed.
那么一路上，这个看一下，就是我们上一次走的时候提出建议，就是
I went to the start of the middle course of the river to check whether planting long-stalk crops on the dikes had been banned. Planting that kind of crops there could result in issues such as pesticide and chemical fertilizer pollution. I gave my advice to the local authorities earlier to stop this. Now warning signs have been placed there to remind people of the hazard.
希望能走得再长一点，再走10年啊，再走。
Huang Chengde said he would continue his exploration of the Yellow River in the next 10 or 20 years, or for as long as he could. As we tell his story in this program, The veteran journalist has already set out on another trip. This time, he will visit sections of the Great Wall built some 2,000 years ago along the Yellow River.